Yeah, I mean, these fights are nothing new to Conor McGregor fighting shorter opponents. This should be a pretty easy fight for him, even with his drinking and smoking and partying. He's used to fighting fighters like this. But one of his keys to victory is obviously going to be the uppercut. As we can see here, it's one of his best tools against shorter fighters. He even pointed it out in the Eddie Alvarez versus Chad Mendes fight in the bare knuckle fighting. It should be pretty easy fight for him. Teep kicks are going to be using different spinning techniques, but teep kicks to the stomach, it worked. He has long legs. He'll be able to reach them. I don't really see takedowns being a problem, so the teep kicks are a good thing that he can use along with the uppercuts in order to get distance, and potentially if he lands the teep kick will tire out his opponent even more, so he can press forward and do what Conor does, get the KO with his left hand. And then we can see here more uppercuts, even pawing out with the hand to gauge distance. I feel like Conor is kind of falling out of that. I mean, obviously he's been getting finishes. I mean, really, if we even watch any of Michael Chandler's fights, I mean, he's not the best with his cardio. He does way too much strength and conditioning, and he gasses out pretty early. He's an explosive fighter that gasses out very quickly. He has a shit ton of muscles, and he throws a lot of overhand rights. Conor, we can kind of say he's the same thing. More fluid with his striking and boxing, tries to be a little bit more composed, picks his shots well, explosive fighter as well. Teep kicks to the stomach are only good against certain opponents. It only works with certain opponents. You can't throw them on everybody, especially high-level wrestlers or grapplers. But not everybody is prepared for a teep kick to the stomach, and even the third or fourth one you can't really prepare for and exactly time it, because it's like a whip. Like Conor McGregor says, it's a whip.
The ball of the foot dug in. Another myth in this game full of rookies. There's many rookies in this game that pretend to be professionals, but there are many rookies. But a myth in this game was don't kick a wrestler. Remember that myth? Remember that myth about that? Don't ever kick a wrestler? That's right, don't ever kick a wrestler.
Here's the
don't
game plan. You get good at everything.
Because the Thai style is push.
The game plan is get good at everything.
It's easy to catch that. It's easy to catch that. But kick correct. Have your kick like a whip. Then you can kick any man and with no repercussion. You can't catch a whip. And that's what we saw.
I'm just looking forward to that fight again.
He could not catch. He couldn't understand what was happening. He was hitting the shot. He was trying to catch, and his senses were off. Hey, were hitting him that quick.
You were snapping it. You weren't doing it as a push kick.
Exactly.
Are you playing? He was trying to escape. Do you forget how the fight was?
The kicks are a whip. It's hard to really catch the kick. Yeah, but for Conor McGregor, teep kicks will be a good thing. It gauges distance. It separates you and your opponent. If it lands, it will gas them out as well. And if he paws his hands out like he did in the Eddie Alvarez fight in order to bait his opponent to come in, that would be perfect too. Michael Chandler likes to throw big overhands. He likes to lunge in with explosion. That would be perfect for a counter. I can see that working in his favor in the fight as well.